2018 Projectiles question 3a. We're given this diagram. We're told a particle is projected from a point P, which speed 60, going in this way, at an angle of 30 to the horizontal. And at the same time, a second particle is projected from Q over here with a speed of 50. We're told that they collided or, and we're told that they're on the same horizontal level and are 100 meters apart. So if they collided or, we can see the distance traveled in the J direction is going to be equal. So let's set up our initial equations here for P and Q. So P is 60 cos 30 times I plus 60 sine 30 times J. For Q, we don't know the angle, so it's going to be 50 cos beta times I plus 50 sine beta times J. And we're asked in part 1 to show sine beta is equal to 3 over 5. So what can we say here? We can say that the J's are equal, and the distance traveled in the J direction is S is equal to UT plus a half AT squared. In this case, A is just equal to minus G. So for P, we're going to have 60 sine 30 minus G over 2 here instead of a plus, minus G over 2. I got my squared, G over 2 times T squared. That has to be equal to my Q, which is going to be 50 sine beta minus G T squared over 2. And we can see that these cancel. The sine of 30 is equal to a half, so we get 30 on the left is equal to 50 sine beta. So sine beta is 30 over 50, which is in fact equal to 3 over 5. So the next part of this question asks us to find the distance P or. The distance P or. Find P or. Okay, so let me just manipulate this diagram. We're going to have a right angle triangle on this side. We're also going to have a right angle triangle that we could set up on this side. I think this is the best way to do this question. So let me set up these triangles. We have the distance down the bottom is 100. So we're asked to find P or this distance here. The H in both diagrams is the same. This is Q or. If the total distance is 100, if we call this one X, this one will be 100 minus X. And then we can use the distance traveled in the I direction to get X. That should be the starting point here. So for this one here, in the I direction, we know that S is equal to UT because there's no acceleration. And the initial velocity for this one is 60 for P is 60 cos 30. So 60 cos 30. X is equal to 60 cos 30 times T. Cos of 30 is root 3 over 2. So that's going to give me 30 root 3 times T. We should be able to form another equation now in X, and we should be able to solve for X. Then I need to get H. Then I need to get P or. So in the Q direction, S is equal to UT again. So 100 minus X is equal to, what did we have? We had 50 cos beta, 50 cos beta times T. Now we just got the sine of beta up here. We didn't get the cos of it. Just put your sine in, O over H, and we know this is a 3, 4, 5 triangle, so the cos of beta, 4 over 5. So 100 minus X is equal to 50 times 4 over 5 times T, and you can see that's going to give me 40. 100 minus X is equal to 40 T. And over here we have X is equal to 30 root 3T. So in this case, x is going to be 100 minus 40t. If we equate these two things, we're going to get 30 root 3t is equal to 100 minus 40t. So 30 root 3, if we take t outside here, t times 30 root 3, we're going to bring across the 40 and make it positive, so plus 40 equals 100. So the time taken is 100 divided by 30 root 3 plus 40. Type this into our calculators, we're going to get 1.0909 seconds. So we can just put that into either one of these, but this is obviously the easiest one. So let's get x. X is equal to 30 root 3 by 1.09. Typing this into a calculator, we're going to get 56.5, and we're dealing in meters here. So now we want to get h. Then let's find h. H is the distance in the j direction. So if we take the initial velocity in the j direction, 60 sine 30. So s of j, 60 is equal to ut plus a half at squared. So 60 sine 30, and we've got t to be 1.09. 1.09 minus g over 2 by 1.09 to be squared. We type this into a calculator. We're gonna get h is equal to 26.83 meters. So just draw that little triangle again. We have our 26.83. We got, what do we get down here? We got 56.5. So PR is equal to the square root of 56.5 squared plus 26.83 squared. So PR is going to be 62.5 meters.